Okay, so this video I want to make about a little bit about my about situations that I had in my past because I was just listening to another guy talk, and all these things are it's the same thing everywhere you go, and throughout it's in the same thing throughout history. Everywhere you go around the world, it's always the same thing. Okay, when you deal with when you deal with a woman, it's the same shit over and over and over again. The only difference is nowadays within the last, I say what, 10 to 20, I'm 34 now. I say the only difference is I say over the last, if I'm 34, I'd say the only difference over the last 15 to 20 years is the internet slowly making it quicker and quicker and quicker for people to communicate with each other. But the core reasonings are still the same. Now, I labeled this. I think I made the name of this video like they want protection. So any guy who's watching this video, you can remember when you were like, if you're older, if you're if you're a little older, you can remember when you were 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, you could always remember when the guy who had more than you could just walk in there and take your girlfriend. You remember this, or maybe it has happened to you. I don't know, or because like from my history of it, there was always I remember being in high school and liking a girl, and then the girl would always want the bigger guy who was more popular and blah blah blah. I remember those days. It's just what it is. You see, like, but the reality at the core of it is they never like you. You see what I'm saying? What they like is some form of protection. See, and this is exactly why you can look at celebrities and blah blah blah. And a lot of times you'll find that ugly motherfuckers have beautiful wives. You see, because when you leave it up to a woman's nature and a woman's characteristics, she's going like she will deduce in time, at least in time, she will take away her actual physical attraction to a man in exchange for knowing this man will be able to protect her. And not only that, be able to protect her either at the same level or higher than what she's been used to. So every woman's different with this. You're not going to find a lot of women with the same relative requirements as far as like what they would deem like being properly protected. Because I use an example. I remember I was with my ex-wife at the time, and there was this guy that we would keep bumping into this one guy. We were living in a village outside of Prague. We weren't living in Prague. It was small, and we would always bump into this guy, this African guy. And the dude, like, I thought he was a great guy. And like, I hung out with him a few times, and I bumped into him one time with my wife. And after we all, we hung out, we were at a park, and we just kind of hung out and talked for a while. And as soon as we left, I said, yeah, he's a good guy, isn't he? And she goes, yeah. I said, yeah. Would you marry him? I mean, like, cause okay, when I ask shit like this, like I talk about everything with everybody. So it's not like, would you marry him? Like, and I was like, yeah, Will, would you marry him? And she goes, no. and so I said, why not? And she said, because he'll never amount to anything. He'll never become anything. And I could see why my ex-wife and a woman like that would say that, because the guy was like he was almost like a Nick Cannon type. The reason I'm thinking Nick Cannon because I replied to somebody's comment, but he was pretty much like a Nick Cannon type, where he was just a beta. There's nothing he can do about it. Because there's some guys out there, they're just like, and I'm not trying to say they're bad or anything, but it's just in their character, in their personality, how they walk and talk, like they're just beta guys, and it's just them. Is there like nothing with this guy I'm talking about now? No, I don't think anything could jar him out of being beta. It's just him. And see, but a lot of times when you become beta, if you're not like, if you don't have status and money to kind of make up for being beta like Nick Cannon does, your chances of getting a girlfriend are going to be slim or getting a decent looking girlfriend are going to be slim to none. It just is what it is, because that beta does not signal to the woman that you'll go out there in that world and force something to happen, for your benefit. You will go out there and you will go out there and make something happen. See, betas, like when you're beta, it doesn't signal that to a woman. You see what I'm saying? So this is why this is like, so the quality woman you're going to get left over as being a beta, you're going to have a whole different type of woman, staring at you when you walk in the room, talking to you, smiling at you all the time. You're going to have a whole different quality of woman if you have that Nick Cannon-ish type of way about you. Because like I said, they want the protection. Another example, this is an example, this is kind of more like a theory, but see, once guys don't really grow. We don't start becoming aware of shit and knowing what's really going on and how to really, comprehend things. We don't get there until we start hitting our early 30s. We don't really mature, to our max potential. So I say early 30s is when it starts at. That's when it started happening for me. I was like 30 when I really started to see things and comprehend them correctly. So the guys who are, let's say, 18, 19, 20, 21, their girlfriends are the easiest ones to take from them. Like the younger guys, it's the easiest thing to do because, okay, if you're like me, you walk in a room, I don't dress like this when I'm not like this all the time. So like I'm a different person. But like in the world, when a woman sees, if she sees you comfortable, like completely comfortable in yourself, you're clean. If you got some tattoos, and it's clear you got some money or you're foreign or something like that, you can walk up and take any 21-year-old guy's girlfriend like that. It's just a suit because that maturity level is just so much deeper. And then like see the 21-year-old guy, he's going to make all the mistakes. He's going to panic. He's going to get mad. And all that signals to a woman is he's insecure. He must not be valuable. So if he's not valuable, then he can't protect me for long. If he can't protect me for long, then why am I here? So then she'll segue over, to you. Like I said, as long as you're dressed well, you're clean, you clearly got some education on you or something like that. And if you got tattoos on top of it, oh yeah, you can take her. Like you just walk up to her and navigate through, I say 5 sentences. And you could do it in front of the boyfriend. And the boyfriend won't know how to take it. And he's going to go, that boyfriend, he's younger. He's going to panic. And what is, like I said, and when they start panicking, if you're a guy and you panic in a woman's presence, that is the worst thing you can do. Like, it's not like, I think they've even done studies about this. Let's say like in public, let's say there's like a belligerently drunk guy in public and he's like, spitting on people, blah, blah, blah. They've done studies on this where women will rather go with the guy who's being calm about it and not, lashing out at him or anything. They'll rather go with him because like there's no panic in him of doing anything. Whereas the guys who's like, sit the fuck down, you fucking drunk, and spitting, punching them. Like the girls don't like they done, like there's legit studies been done and they like women hate that panicky shit. You see, because the panic, that is a woman's trait. You see what I'm saying? And it's weird how this works, but pretty much men can employ feminine traits and not even know they're doing it. Like they can think they're being masculine, like getting into fights in public and blah blah blah. Like they think they're being masculine, but it's really a feminine quality to be like that. You see what I'm saying? Because see, a woman's quality is a woman's characteristic is to care about everything, overthink everything, panic at the drop of a dime when something happens. These are woman's traits. Now, but it can come out in different ways as a man, but it's still a core thing. Like I said, getting in fights in public, yelling and screaming at random people, you're getting road rage around motherfuckers, shit like that. See, the woman knows that that's a woman's trait. You see, and it's not attractive. She might laugh at it because she's watching you turn into a woman when you got road rage or you're angry about something. See, like she's laughing with you. She's laughing at you and with you because she's watching you become a woman. But like she does not like that. You see what I'm saying? She doesn't. And if you keep doing it, all it's going to do is run her away to a guy like me or something. Like I told you, the beautiful black girlfriend I had, that was her boyfriend she was 19, he was 20. And he was just like, and that's what he was a panicky dude. I mean, he was young. He didn't know how to take it, how to maneuver through it. He was panicky. And all it did was just run her to me. That's all it did. Because all I did was make fun of her and laugh at her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all it did, it just pushed her over. It pushed her over to me. It just pushed her over to me every time he panicked. Every time he panicked, got mad. I hear you like window, don't you? And you see all that panicky shit, man. All that does is just destroy. As a man, it destroys your value to them when you any type of panicking. So like I said in the last video, I'm going to try. I hope I can make the connection, but like it's one of those things. Trying to explain it would take too much time. How I said, I think in the last video, like they'll only love you when you only like them at best. Like if you love them, then they want. Then if you love the woman and make it clear you love her, she won't be able to love you. You see, because she has to chase something. You see, and this is woman's way of see. Man's way of chasing is to make it clear I love you and blah blah blah. Blah. See, women don't chase in that same way. Women chase like they're not going to be direct about it. Like. Like I said, at best, they'll probably, do the whole friends with benefits thing. If they're that second category of friends with benefits I touched on in a video, they'll do that. Or they'll always kind of make themselves available, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't like her, then that can let her love you. You see, and see when you're patient and you're nonchalant and all that, see what that signals to a woman is you're really not into the scenario. You're really not caring about it. You're not there. So it's kind of signaling to her that situation of, oh, he doesn't really like me, that he doesn't like me all that much. And all it does, it makes her more involved with you. Now, on the flip side, like if you were that guy who's like super involved, I set up a date this Thursday at 8. And after the date, we're gonna go ride bikes. And watch, every time you've been that guy, all that did was run her off. Every time. If you're a guy who was consistently, Wednesday we're gonna go see Bad Boys 3, and then Thursday we're gonna go eat soup at the coffee shop, and then after that we're gonna go ride bikes. And like if you were the one doing all this planning shit, women don't like that shit. Not for long. She's not gonna like it. I won't say all women, but I say a lot of women hate that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like they say like sometimes like. They can say they like it and they like it in short bursts because the man's taking charge and making orders for them. But if you're that guy who's like super involved in it consistently all the time, like she like you're paying her too much attention. Long story short, you're not kind of giving her that distance in the relationship to where she can start hunting and wanting more. You see, and I was going to loop this back to the protection. Oh, okay. So once she sees, okay, yeah, you have the ability to demand shit, but you're not doing. You can do it, but you're not desperate to do it all the time. You can take charge, but you're not you're taking charge because this is just what you do, and you're not trying to do it to please her. She sees that. See, a woman is going to see that as this person has protective capabilities and I want more out of that. You see what I'm saying? But it's not you, it's the action of what you're doing and sending the signal of protection. You see what I'm saying? Like that. I hope that made sense. I feel like it didn't make a lot of sense, but that's the core of why why girls want to be around you and why they talk to you. Matter of fact, last night I got in a long conversation with the friends with benefits I got, and I like to just experiment with her because she texted me like last Thursday or Friday, and I just never wrote her back until I just never contacted her. She seen I was on Facebook and everything. I just never wrote her back until yesterday. No, and though I called her yesterday, and we went on about it. And see, like here in Europe, what I get is a lot of times. We got in a long conversation about this, how there's a lot of African guys here. Now, I'm not trying to diss African guys, but there's a lot. If you're a black guy in Europe, there's a huge chance that you're either African or your parent or one of your parents are African. It's not like African American. And African American guys are very different from African guys. And she pretty much explained to me what I was assuming was the reality. Is because when the African guys come here, and if you're African, I mean, tell me I'm wrong or whatever, blah blah blah. But when the African guys come here, a lot of and I have a few African guy buddies, but it's the same thing, and it's always kind of awkward because they always kind of it's always this vibe of they're looking for a handout. I always feel like they're always kind of just looking for opportunity. It's like that, and it's a turnoff. You see, and to women it's a turnoff because here, man, there's women in Europe I say women around the world love black guys, but a lot of black guys are fucked up. You see, for one reason or another, a lot of black guys are fucked up. You rarely meet a black guy I could be fucked up, but you rarely meet a black guy like me who could just talk about anything, talk about anything, hang out with anybody, but I'm not looking for a handout from someone at the same time. And also I'm not trying to be a thug or anything like that. I'm just a normal fucking person. It's difficult to find black guys like me. I'll tell you that flat out. And I should make that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna make a whole video next on black guys in the world. That's what I'm gonna do.